Be the change that you wish to see in the world. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. The future depends on what we do in the present. Action expresses priorities. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. To believe in something and not to live it is dishonest. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. Without action, you aren't going anywhere. Truth never damages a cause that is just. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Where there is love, there is life. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. My life is my message. Service which is rendered without joy helps neither the servant nor the served. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. Nonviolence is a weapon of the strong. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. Hate the sin, love the sinner. Silence becomes cowardice when the occasion demands speaking out. The real ornament of a woman is her character, her purity. Man often becomes what he believes himself to be. Poverty is the worst form of violence. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. To call a woman the weaker sex is a libel. It is man's injustice to woman. I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Glory lies in the attempt to reach one's goal and not in reaching it. See the good in people and help them. Justice that love gives is a surrender. Justice that law gives is a punishment. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. You don't know who is important to you until you actually lose them. Faith is not something to grasp, it is a state to grow into. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. It is the quality of our work which will please God and not the quantity. The test of friendship is assistance in adversity, and that too, unconditional assistance.